sir. I've been recording, by the way, throughout the whole entire time.
What was the audio?
Yes, sir. The audio. No. I'm taking the camera.
Stay away from drugs. Love your mother. Love God.
Yes, sir.
Hey, the father. Shout out the father. You know what I'm saying? The present one. Only. The present one.
The role model.
You other niggas is lame. Moms, look after your kid, man.
Alright, man.
I always get it started like it's kickoff. That go way too messy. When I hit, I take my wrist off. The type of time I'm on, they can't find me where I'm going. I like my neck covered in stone. I love my gang, right or wrong. I'm in a whip, skirting, turning. We getting hot, the wheels are burning. I like green, just like Kermit. I'm getting to it, that be a constant. I stay clean like the dishes. They got hot and then they went missing.
Yo, what's good, you guys? It's Candy Freshman, aka Big Stunner, aka Mr. Trucker Man, fresh to death, you understand? We back, you know what I'm saying? With my guy Christland, we about to do the documentary for the album Trucker Man. It's all right now. Check it out. The album Trucker Man, it wasn't like a premeditated, like a pre-thought out thing. It was something that came from like a place of just wanting to have a great body of work out that people could go to and listen to and resonate with. So it really all started with putting out Fresh to Death on the 29th of May 2026, and then I just wanted something on and off like a full body project, something that I put like my heart into, and then like I do that with all my music, but at the same time I wanted it to be like a full project. So it really just came about, you know, organically, like really naturally.
Before the world wakes up, somebody is already moving. The alarm rings early. The streets are quiet. The mission is clear. A trucker doesn't just drive, he delivers.
Yeah, so I came up with the script for the intro, and initially there wasn't even gonna be a song just with the intro, just with that narration on it. I came up with the script just to kind of like give people an understanding before even listening to the album, more or less what the album is going to be about. So it basically just speaks about, you know, having to show up consistently, having to put in the work, you know, the late nights, the early mornings, and the responsibility, the pressure on your shoulders, you know, things like that. So I just kind of wanted people to get that message from the album before even like listening to the other 10 songs. So initially it wasn't supposed to be there, but I was like, you know what, I want people to actually understand this before they even, you know.
Woke up today, I'm grateful. I'm thanking God, I'm turned as hell. I'm getting racks, they sending me payments. I'm getting big, I might just break the scale. Big on hard since last summer. Turn when I want, I do what I want. 2 p.m. I'm getting turned this shit. Name me the time and the place now.
I was busy making the song, so I don't write my music down before I lace any vocals on the beat. So I was busy with the song, and the lyric was I've been going hard since last summer, because like, yeah, summer 2025, October 2025, it was really like, yeah, like I said, it was an ego death. I had this spiritual awakening type of thing where I had to realize the position that I'm actually in and realize that I want to change my circumstances for the better. And the way I was going to do that was by changing a lot of the choices I would make, by changing a lot of the environments I would surround myself in, and a lot of the people I would surround myself with, and yeah, just kind of figure out the best way about going about it. And it had a lot to do with God at that point in my life. And yeah, God still has a huge part to play in everything I do to this day. And yeah, I'm just grateful that I had that ego death and that awakening, because it allowed me to focus on actually making the music, actually making the, you know, the content, actually focus on my artistry instead of the things that I was struggling with, you know, last summer.
Yeah, I was so searching, and then I found my purpose. I just been ascending, now they won't see me coming. The whole gang is up now they not really on it. Yeah, I just made my this is normal. My time and it ain't coming. Cause I just went and took it. Nah, this part not used.
At this point in my life, I've kind of had to make peace with the fact that things won't just happen on my time. So, and getting closer to God and understanding what His will for me might be. Like, I don't believe anybody's given any type of dream without a reason. So, I've had this dream, I've been pursuing this dream for a long time, and it's like, I've always wanted things to be different. I look at my environment, I want it to be different to what I expect it should be, but at the end of the day, getting closer to God and understanding what He has set out for me is all gonna work out on His time, and that's where the faith comes into it for me. And you stay down, you stay working at it. And yeah, it's all God's time. It's perfect time.
I always get it started like it's kickoff. That go way too messy. When I hit, I take my wrist off. The type of time I'm on, they can't find me where I'm going. I like my neck covered in stone. I love my gang, right or wrong.
When it came down to making right or wrong, bro, all my songs they started the beat like most great songs do. So yeah, I was just having fun, you know, producing that record. You know, I knew when I made the beat, I was like, yo, this is something. This is hard. This is getting, you know, it's getting the blood flowing a little bit. So I was like, cool. Made like 2 or 3 beats afterwards. Got back to it. Started the song, and it was just, yeah, I just go off the energy. I just go off the feel of it, and then the theme ended up becoming about the gang, about the guys, and that loyalty, and you know, riding for the guys. You know, I'm on my guys, right or wrong type of thing. So, and yeah, that's been something that I really stood on. I've been standing on that. The loyalty, you know, we are together. We do this together, and nothing should come between that. And it's just, yeah, that's the overall theme and message of the song.
I can't sort out with the gang. Yeah. I'll make a call, I know that broski on the way. Yeah. It's not an issue any time or any day. I keep a mask, they thinking that I'm cosplaying. I'm ballin' like a top spin. Now we don't go for nothing, I could get the block spin. Yeah, we been going crazy like we in a mosh pit. I'm out green like Boston, got powers like I'm Austin. We really out here mobbing.
It's still about the guys, it's still about loyalty, it's still about stacking up. So yeah, I wasn't really too pressed about it. I just kind of went with it.
Make it look easy, like it was a freebie. I got a few plays that wait on me. Nothing about this shit, Pee-wee. I'm having water on me, I'm leaking. She wanna give me slap top in the movies. I'm looking fly and I'm just in it.
Yeah, so that was one of the songs that almost also didn't make the final cut of the project, because I was overthinking it a little bit, and I kind of got a bit vulnerable with my personal life on the song. And it's also, that's something that I was told to kind of bring more to the forefront of my music and not just keep it so surface level with like the things I speak about in it. So that also pushed me to kind of put the song on the project in the end. But yeah, making that song was fun. I had to go back and rework it like once or twice just so it could actually make the final project. But yeah, I got pretty vulnerable. I spoke about some things that brought me to this point. And like I was saying with last summer, there was a few things that I struggled with, and you know, like dealing with relationship issues, heartbreak, and addiction, substance addiction. I dived into topics like that on the song, and you know, those type of things I couldn't make up. You know, it's just a part of the story. It's a part of my testimony at this point. So I don't like to shy away from it. So I felt like having a full-length body like Trucker Man, body of work like Trucker Man, it was essential that I had something that expressed that point in my life. So that happened with last summer, and we can't make this up, you know.
Being real is in demand. Pockets swole like Uncle Sam. I'm hot like a one-man man. She want me more, I'm done with that. I can't afford no more distractions. They really fake, it's in their actions. I be with the gang, twisting up. We outside, they know it's sus. No, they can't mistake us. Honey paper, I'll get paper cuts. They just look stuck.
So I did most of the album in the studio by myself, you know, like just days on end, just working. That specific song, we were at a studio camp the weekend before, and me and Flexi, we made like a few beats. He made some beats on his own. He made some collab beats. And then when I got back home, I was loading up just some projects to start working, and I didn't necessarily feel like making any beats that day. I just wanted to record. So I found that beat. I was like, yeah, this is hard. And the song plays on that theme of the loyalty and the liability of the gang as well. So yeah, being real is in demand. It's a thing that I feel like is lacking amongst a lot of people, not just people in the industry, but like in friendship circles and relationships and stuff. And yeah, it only leads you to complicated situations when you hold things back from people that you don't offer that full transparency. So yeah, being real is something that is it's something that I value highly.
This year we going off. Don't really got much time to talk. I'm focused on winning, no one take a loss. Man, we just been going on. Man, we just been steady, we posted. We been winning and don't need to post it. Ain't no faking, I know that it's time now. We been going and don't need a time out. I'm with my style, my brody, my buddy. We put that work in, no nothing was lucky.
Yeah, so Big is also one of the songs that I produced myself. I wanted to, there was that trumpet sound and stuff, and just like gave me this energy, this big energy. And for me, it's essential to have a song like that on a project that's just like, you know, it kind of fills the room type of thing. And when I say big, and in the hook, I'm talking about this here getting big, like referring to like the music and the circumstances, situations that I find myself in. I'm not necessarily saying like this is like we getting big and like we the biggest, and I feel like that inside because I know what we're capable of and stuff, but it's more so about the energy that we as COG, One Up COG has been putting into the music, and what the fruits of the labor that we've been seeing like come to fruition, you know. So yeah, when I say this year getting big, I just mean like this is getting serious, you know what I mean? Like
I'm with gang coming through invasion. I got this water on me like a cannon. You boys scared, they running for cover. I'm with the gang and it look like a hunter. Pop out the tunnel. Ain't that new, we come from down under. I'm on show, they face thermal. She gon' give me face, she fertile. I'm with the gang, teenage mutant. Ain't no question.
yeah, that was also a song I was a little bit on the fence about, but I loved that song from the minute I made it. I didn't have to go back and rework anything and edit nothing, but yeah, it came about with the beat. It was a little bit more up tempo than the other songs, and I had a bit more fun with like the bass line and stuff, and like experimented a little bit here and there with like the pockets that I would jump into when I was rapping. And yes, it's also along that line of, you know, being with the gang and with the guys who coming through, so it follows perfectly from Big, like this here getting big, you know, I'm with the gang coming through, it's an invasion, and it's like, yeah, we're coming to take like what we know is ours, and we just going at it like unapologetically, you know. So it was just, yeah, it just felt like an invasion of the industry type of thing, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, that song came about in like a crazy way, man. Like I was so tired, bro. Like it had to have been, I think it was after I released Fresh to Death, which was what, 29 May. So I think I did the listening party at the same house that there was a studio set up at, and so it must have been like 1st of June or something like that. Yeah, something like that, 1st of June. So the Make Boys is a group from Cape Town. They're not really a group, but it's like a collective of artists, and they were down from Cape Town and Joburg. And my one homie had them down, and he was calling me for like almost a month straight, bro. And he was like, "Yo, bro, I need you to come to the studio. We need to work. I got these guys here. They fire, bro. Like we rock with you. Come through. Let's make some music." And like for that month, I was just really busy, like with different shoots and studio and different things, but like I was really just caught up, so I couldn't really make time during the month. And then it was about like the night, actually it was the night that they were supposed to fly back to Cape Town. They were flying the next day, and then that last night I told them, I was like, "Bro, cool, I'm gonna come through." I was with another homie. He had a studio session in Cosmo, not Cosmo, we were in Tembisa. So we ended up getting back really late, bro. This was about like 2 or 3 in the morning. So I called the boy. I'm like, yo, bro, you still at the studio? He's like, nah, I'm not at the studio, but the guys are there, bro. This is like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go through either way, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go check it out. 3 or 4 in the morning, I drop my boy off. I'm on the way now. It's like 3 in the morning. I get there. I get to the house. Everybody's sleeping, bro, except for one nigga. One person's awake, bro. Shout out Latos. He's busy doing his thing. Like, he's busy doing like a feature verse or something for somebody else. I pull up, I'm like, yo, boom, boom, boom. What's up, bro? You good? Cool. It's time to work type of thing. Get there easy. He's finishing up his verse. I pull out my laptop. I start making a beat, like, just based off what I felt like, you know, would suit the energy of what they be doing, what I be doing. Taz is finishing up a record of his. I'm like, cool. As soon as he's done, I'm like, I bet, bro, listen to this. I just made this now. What you thinking? It's like, cool. I play the beat. He's like, nah, he's rocking with it, head nodding, whatever. I'm like, okay, bet. Let's go on this, bro. So we get that song done, bro. It didn't take us too long. He laced his verse probably like 20 minutes. I laced my verse 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was. And then, yeah, we took it from there, bro. Like, we were tired. Both of us are tired at this point. So I'm like, okay, cool. And it was actually his birthday that day, bro. It was actually his birthday, funny enough. It's like, yeah, no, happy birthday, bro. Appreciate the verse. I'm going to be out. You know what I'm saying? The boys flew to Cape Town the next day. It was, yeah. Then I had the record. I mixed it down. I'm like, okay, cool. This is a good song. I made the hook from his verse. Sent it to him. He's like, yeah, I know it's hard, but I told him I'm going to drop it. Put on the album. He's like, oh, good.
Crazy.
Took it from there. That's the only feature on Trucker Man.
The shawty ate me up and I didn't even say goodnight. She just got hella spite, talking about what I'm really like. I put my bands first, put that down in black and white. Spend some rest, I really might. Then tell shawty take a hike.
Yeah, so yeah, with the sequencing of Trucker Man, at the end of every working man's day, you know, the night comes to an end, or whatever time your shift ends, it comes to an end, and you have to end of the day. So Say Goodnight made sense in that sense. It made perfect sense, you know what I'm saying, to be on the album, be the last song. And yeah, the production on it was very like smooth. I used like a different type of snare that I was like using throughout the project, and like a different type of production, even on the bounce and the bass. And yeah, just, you know, the song made sense to be the last one. It was just a cool little vibe. Say Goodnight.
Crazy, crazy. Tell us more about the deluxe.
Yeah, so when I put out Trucker Man, 3rd of July, I put it out and I saw the reception to the album was crazy. Like, I hadn't seen a reception like that for like a project that I've dropped in a while. So I was like, you know what, people really are gravitating towards this project. And I did have songs that didn't make the cut, and I felt like there's more to it, and I didn't just want to leave it right there. So I was like, you know what, let me lock in on the deluxe and give the guys something special, give the people something special, you know, when it comes to the music thing. Let it not be short-lived and just like a once-off thing. Let me like deep dive into the aesthetic of Trucker Man. Let me take it to, you know, to the highest heights and just see where it goes from there. So I just had fun making the deluxe. A majority of the deluxe was produced by Flex. And then we co-produced one of the songs, and I just added 5 extra songs on there and just hope the people enjoy it. And yeah, that's out on the 24th of July.
This year we going off. Don't really got much time to talk. I'm focused on winning, no one take a loss. Man, we just been going on. Man, we just been steady, we posted. We been winning and don't need to post it. Ain't no faking, I know that it's time now. We been going and don't need a time out. I'm with my style, my brody, my buddy. We put that work in, no nothing was lucky.
Yo, man, it's been Cali Freshman, you know what I'm saying? One up COG, aka Big Stunner, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Trucker Man, fresh to death, always. Yes, sir, man. I had a great time across there and doing this right quick. You know what I'm saying? Trucker Man is out right now. Go crazy for the music, go crazy for the guys. We tapped in, we going crazy all 2026. Let's go.
My girl in a nail chair, I take a real big. I bet on me, that's how I feel, yeah. Being real is in demand. Pockets full like Uncle Sam. I'm hot like a one-man man. She want me more, I'm done with that. I can't afford no more distractions. They really fake it.
Hey man, outside, you know, in a whole different location. I know y'all used to seeing me by the lake and that, like in the trenches in the hood, bro.
We out the hood, man.
We out the hood with it. You feel me?